Alright, we're back with another video. We're going to start by combing through the hair. We're going to be performing a mid drop fade. So we're going to comb through the waves to make sure we get the hair pulled up off the hair. We're going to start with the FX3s, and we're going to keep the ball line low. Take it low in the back and keep it close to the ears so we can get a good transition. I like to do this because it helps me to keep it dark because the waves. So this is why I keep it low. Now we're going to start knocking off the bottom of the hair. Definitely going to knock the bottom off and get it as clean as possible. And we make sure that we get behind those ears and make sure that we get that clean. All right, so now we're going to open up the lever on my magic clips, and we are going to go up about a finger's length, which is equal to 1 inch. And we're going to take that and go all the way around so we can have that initial guideline equal all around. Now, mind you, we do like to keep the initial ball line the same all over. So we want to make sure that we get that precise. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and take the one guard open, and we're going to make sure we go around it. Man, I'm having a hard time talking, but we're going to get through it. All right, so we're just going to make sure we go to, when we get to that cowlick at the top of the head, we're going to go a little bit darker. But as for right now, we're going to keep going through. Make sure I keep assistant with the comb so we can make sure that we get the hair lifted off the scalp so it can go through the comb of the guard. And we're going to go over it multiple times. In the pattern of the waves. We're going to close the lever, and we're going to go ahead and start knocking out this bottom line. Close it, and we're going to go halfway to finish knocking out the rest of this line. On this fade, we're going to do something a lot different. We're going to come through, and we're going to do a fade down system. Now I'm just working my way from open to close, doing a little bit of lever play, and we're going to make sure we get this nice and clean where the line is not there. Now we got the 1.5 guard. I actually use this guard, and I'm going to come back with the 2 guard open to get closer to the top of the wave pattern. I'm just using this one to lighten up this area to make sure that we get it light, so when we fade, it is easier to fade. And I do this method to make sure that I just lighten it up so it makes it easier to fade. Now with the 2 and 2 guard open, we're going to make sure we get up there and keep assisting it by laying the hair back down with the 2 guard open. Now we have the 2 guard closed, and we're just going to keep doing this. I usually go from open to close on the higher guards, like the 1.5. I might go from open to close just to debolt. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm debulking, and I want to make sure that I just lighten this area up so when I start to fade, I can get it as neat and possible. Now I have the 1 guard open, and I'm just making sure to just knock this bottom down. As I go down and lower in guards, we're gonna make sure that I just keep going down in the fade. So I don't want to go where it's darkest at the top. I want to keep bringing it lower and lower. Now as I work this bottom area, I'm just making it lighter. Now I'm gonna come with the half guard and start fading this bottom part where I just left off with the one guard open and the one guard closed. We're gonna make sure that we start blending in this area. Now I'm just opening and closing the guard to the necessary length to make sure that I can just get this out and make it as clean as possible. Now I got the lever open. I'm just getting some areas touched up from that half guard close in between to make sure I get it as clean as possible before I go on to the next step. Now I head back to the one guard open just to make sure that I just touch this area up between the half guard to make sure I get it where the transition is gradient and smooth looking. I'm just double checking now. This is all a detail part of the haircut because I basically just made everything a lot easier by debulking everything. Now I'm just making sure I just go back and just neatly just go over certain areas that I see that are dark. Now again, when I do this, I am not really gripping the clipper too hard. I am just making sure that I have it loose and throughout my hand, loose throughout the blending part. Now I'm going back just to make sure I get this transition where the dark blends into the light. Now we're just gonna go ahead and speed it up so we can go ahead and get through this to make sure the steps are exactly the same. I'm gonna sit back and let you guys watch as I do the same exact steps and pay attention to the details that I do. Hey guys, I want you to go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell to get notified about the next videos, and leave a comment and let me know what cities you guys are from. And let me know what cities you guys are from. God, I just messed that up totally, but we're gonna go ahead and keep it going. Let me know what cities you guys are from so I can see something and see where my viewers are coming from. Definitely leave a comment of what you want to see next. Now we have the Babyliss effects, and we're going to start to get these C cups. I always start at the bottom and use the corner of the blade, maybe about 4 teeth of the blade, and I just kind of lightly just use the corner and go and make like a half a C type shape. And I'm just taking my time, making sure I get it perfect. Now I'm gonna do the vertical bars. I pull towards the hair to get all the hair off of it, and then I bring the blade back to make sure I get all the excess hair. And I do that over and over until I get it sharp and get those corners nice and standing up tall. Now I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I want you to watch because this is a better angle. See how I'm pulling the hair away from the line, and now I'm gonna start pushing the hair towards the line. Now I'm gonna cut the hair. I took the one guard open and just slightly close it halfway so I can get that front part to lay down. I'm gonna start from the middle, right where, if you have a widow's peak, right where that area is, and we're gonna go back and forth until we get a good line right there in the middle, so it's kind of straight. And then we're gonna go to one side and get that straight, and then we're gonna come back to the other side and just match that line with the other side. I got them facing the mirror so I can make sure I can look in the mirror. Looking straight on, you can see it good, but if you look in the mirror, you can see all your inconsistencies. See, this is like the most detail-oriented part of the haircut. You want to make sure you get those lineups perfect, and if you have to go over it multiple times, do it. Now look at that. That's super clean. The blend is super clean. Now I'll let you know I am that boy Blade, and I am out.